play and call it work.
Hey everyone, welcome to MiniWarGaming's Sit and Talk. This week it's going to be me. I got Luka here. Now, if you watch my fantasy battle reports, you definitely know who Luka is. But you've been in a few...
I've been in 40k too, but they always conscript me for fantasy.
Yeah. We have a lot of fantasy players around here, plus you're pretty good at it. So yeah, we're playing fantasy today, so we're going to sit and talk with Luka here, because he's a good guy. We like Luka. We all love Luka.
So
he's going to weigh in, and he's going to answer anything he wants to answer as well.
Sure.
And he'll mock me when he feels I'm not answering truthfully.
He lies all the time. Whoa! I will probably be coughing a whole bunch.
Now, before we even get to the first question, I have a question for Luka. Luka, what do you mean by he lies all the time?
Oh, well, let's wait and see.
All right, we'll see. So, if you're new to this show, we sit and talk and answer questions for about 30 minutes that are left on this video. Not on YouTube, but on the MiniWarGaming's webpage, MiniWarGaming.com. Comment on that video. I think this video on YouTube will have comments disabled, just so people comment only on the webpage. It's easier for us to print them off and go over them properly. But let's get right to it. My first comment is from Grey Army Gaming. At Steve. There's a noticeable difference between your MiniWarGaming bat reps and the bat reps played at other places such as Owens Gaming at the cooler, Bethune Gaming with the cooler, and Ash's Guerrilla Miniatures games. In conspicuously absent from MiniWarGaming's bat reps are profanity and general crudeness. Okay, maybe I should pre-read these questions. My questions are therefore as follows. Is there a specific ethic code for, or perhaps just expectations that you are encouraged to follow while on camera? Well, of course there is.
Of course, yeah.
I'll read through all the questions and I'll kind of answer them all. If so, can you describe the code and its purpose? Yeah, I can definitely into that. How do you feel about the code? I agree with it. Don't get me wrong, I agree with it. Do you have any noticeable effects on how you play on the general atmosphere in the studio? Oh, not at all. So basically, this is a family-friendly show, right? We're on YouTube.
Yeah.
And we know children are watching.
I've shown this to kids before.
Yeah, of course.
11-year-olds, 10-year-olds, right?
I show my nephew all the time. He loves it. See, the thing is, we're not gonna swear, curse, cuss, however you say it, on camera. It's just not everybody. Not just kids. Not every adult wants to see it too.
No, of course.
So when you cut that stuff out, you broaden your market. Now I know there are some guys out there. There's some Australian guys. What's their channel? I watch them every now and then. They're hilarious. If you like that kind of thing.
I can imagine.
Yeah, they're crude, they swear, and they're a little intoxicated, and it's funny. Now, I like that. Not everybody does. By keeping it more family-friendly, we broaden our audience. Do I agree with it? Absolutely. Do I notice a difference in the studio? No.
Oh, absolutely not. Look at Steve.
Yeah, there you go. See, off camera, we talk about whatever we want. We joke about whatever we want. On camera, you gotta watch what you say. If you're the type of person who uses crude humor or swears in general. So I don't think anybody in this building has any problem turning off the want to swear. I very rarely even have a guest who come in who swears in everyday conversation, swear on camera. It very rarely happens.
It's I don't know, something that happens when you come in. Because after watching the battle reports, they can't keep it low, right?
Now, if you want to talk about some personal faults, yeah, I swear way too much.
And as being a guest and coming in and seeing all the other producers, yeah, they also turn it down.
Yeah, okay, so Matt and Dave, they'll never swear.
Oh no, they are.
They're mature people. But the rest of us, yeah, we have our immature attitudes.
I'd say that
I think a lot of people when they walk in, yeah, they are. When they walk in and they hear us say something really dumb, stupid, or semi-inappropriate, or whatever, they get taken back by us. You never see us on camera doing it.
My.
We appear as quite the gentleman on camera, don't we?
Sorry.
Thanks, Luka. Yeah, no.
Natural cough, actually.
So basically, I'll elaborate on this a little bit more too, because there's also on cameras and off camera personalities. We have a persona, if you would, that we use on camera. You know this. Anybody who comes from the regular would know this. I would say, with the exception of Matthew.
What you see is what you get.
Matthew is that person you see on camera. I love that guy. Matthew is so genuine. That's who he is. The rest of us, Josh, Quirk, and myself especially, and Chris, we're not different people, but we definitely act different on camera than off camera. Like, I wouldn't talk this calmly or maturely off camera, now do I? No. I'm a lot more loud and yelling.
A lot more loud.
Yeah. Yeah, we have on-camera, off-camera personas. It's just part of doing the job. Not that we're different people, not that we're putting on a show or a face. It's just how, you know how you have the one personality you use when you're with your in-laws, one when you're with your girlfriend, this friend, that friend, people you knew from high school. We're not different people, but we have different ways of acting. I think most of you understand what I'm saying by that.
Yeah, no.
And that goes a lot with camera. So basically, to answer your question, yeah, you see my kind of on-camera persona on Owen or Ash's show, but usually the filter is pulled off. But it's still my camera persona, if persona is the right word.
I wonder if anyone's been upset that it's family friendly.
Oh, absolutely. Okay, here's the thing. Here's the thing I know from working on the internet for the last 2 years. No matter what you say or do,
It is a terrible.
somebody
terrible
somewhere is
place.
upset. I'm going to say, because I said that, somebody's upset.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to say, I have hairy knuckle, and hairy knuckles are disgusting. I just upset somebody. Okay? Somebody's getting upset. But most of us are just regular people, and we're okay with it.
Are you
And
calling
not
me
to
out
imply
right
that. There you go. See? You see? There's always that one person who finds a way. Okay. Oh, another one from him. Grey Army Gaming. I was hoping you would able to answer a question about one of your fellow Ontarians that has always puzzled me. Do you think... Okay. Do you think Alanis Percent is a bit dense because she wrote a song called Ironic, in which nothing she sings about is actually an example of irony?
I'm not familiar with the song.
Oh, you're too young. Isn't it ironic? Oh, there's some irony for you. We're talking about a song about irony and a person who doesn't know about the song. Wait, is that like rain on your wedding day?
What? Maybe that's a little too old for me too.
No, it was just a song. You know what? I'm not a fan of Alanis Percent. It's not my style of music, but I like that song. It's like rain on your wedding day. Free ride when you already paid. Isn't that ironic? Luka, how old are you?
I'm 25 years old.
I'm 10 years older than you.
I'm aware.
Okay, or is she utterly brilliant because she wrote a song called... Oh, there it is. Because she wrote a song ironic in which nothing she sings was actually an example of irony. Oh, I never thought of it that way. Sir, maybe you're the genius. Which would then be a fantastic example of irony. I could just talk about this question for the rest of the day. I would love to hear help in solve this great mystery. You know what? Because I live in Ontario, it's a relatively small province. I'll probably run into her eventually.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And I'll ask her. I'll definitely ask her. Tabletop Banter. Steve, been a vault member for a couple of years now, and it was Fate of Fayum in particular where your bubbly attitude, see that's my on-camera persona, that got me to sign up. And I haven't regretted it since. Well, thank you.
That's very nice.
I personally suffer from depression and anxiety, and it's your content that makes my weeks feel a little bit better and put a smile on my face. Well, that's good to hear.
That's very good to hear.
And I just realized my battery is about to die. Okay, I'm going to finish reading your question in a moment. I have to change the battery pack. I think I have a battery that's
We'll be quick.
Defective.
It won't even seem like any time at all, actually.
And we're back. Sorry about that. It was a bad battery. So I'm going to reread your question, Tabletop Banter. Steve, been involved for a couple of years now, and it was Fate of Fayum, in particular your bubbly attitude that got me to sign up. I haven't regretted it since. I personally suffer from depression and anxiety, and it's your content that makes my weeks feel a little bit easier, put a smile on my face. That's really cool.
That is nice. Very helpful. Yeah.
So my question, what is it in life that makes you kind of happy that you can't help but smile? Keep up the good work, regards, Colum. Sorry, I'm out of shape and I ran across the studio to get a battery.
Oh, right.
Okay.
He did move pretty fast, to be fair.
I wanted to get back really fast. So yeah, we hear comments like this from every now and then, and that's really good that we can help put a smile on people's face. So I'll tell you that right now, that's one of them. To help know that somebody is enjoying it and they're smiling as we goof around on camera, that puts a smile on my face.
Yeah, that's alone enough to put a smile.
Really, that's not even some sort of comment I'm trying to make or force it in, or that's really cool to hear. So I hope you feel better, and I hope you're watching this right now and you got a smile on your face. Because I say this every now and then, but we are so blessed, every one of us that work in this building, that we get to come in every day and play Wargaming all day. And that's my daily job. I do this for 40 hours a week.
And the days just go by.
I just play. And then when we're done just sit and talk right here, we're going to play card games afterwards. We just play all day and all night. We're like big kids. I know I'm blessed, and I'm happy that while I'm having a tremendous amount of fun, some of you are at least entertained out there watching me doing it. So that's pretty cool. Grim 5400 at Steve. Let's talk Dark Angels. I don't want to. Oh, don't say nothing.
Don't say nothing.
Okay.
Don't say nothing.
I'm gonna ask you right now.
Oh, you get so
To
much
be
flack.
careful.
You get so much flack in the studio. We're sitting on the couch in the back in between, like on a lunch break. And you're just like, oh, Josh comes in, what with them Dark Angels? Gord comes in Dark Angels. Dark Angels this. Matt comes in Dark Angels. It's just the commenters, Dark Angels.
They seem to be debating my existence. But I'll go through this. Let's talk Dark Angels. Good, bad, what do you think? I would like to stop talking about them. I know you don't hear me talk about them too much, but it's over here. Anyway, I'll explain that in a moment. Will they ever get some good HQ? I don't know. I guess he's Lord of War, but I like Azrael.
Oh, the guy on the bike? Yeah, the jet bike guy. He's awesome.
No, that's Sam.
Oh, Sam.
Sam. I think it's either way. I like their HQs. What do you think of the new Lord Cypher, and where do you think Games Workshop is going with the Dark Angels and the Fallen? Okay.
Lionel Johnson.
Okay, hopefully. So, I don't know how much I can say. Okay, so... Oh, okay. I'll say this. When the Inari were announced, so super excited. I couldn't explain how excited I was for them. Then they made the mistake of showing the next book, something Acadia?
Rise of the Primarchs.
Rise of the Primarch.
Yeah.
And then they showed Cypher. And then the Fallen behind him. I couldn't, I don't know why. I got so, like, even though I play the Elder a lot, I love the Elder, I kind of lost steam for the Inari. Don't worry, I'm going to play the Nori and collect a lot of stuff. But I got super excited for that like you wouldn't believe. That and reading the rumors, semi-rumors, semi-truth about what the next Horus Heresy book is going to be about. With the storyline they're in, there's a reasonable expectation that within, not the, I'm sorry, when I say the next one, I don't mean Inferno coming out very shortly, I mean the one after that. With the book that's coming out then, or the one directly after that, they'd have to get to Lionel Johnson.
Yeah, I mean,
so
poor guy.
I'm likely to see a Primarch for him within the next year, I would think. Or I would hope. More to hope. But the storyline, we're getting closer to him in the main Horus Heresy storyline. So that makes me super excited. I really want that model.
It's being nice.
I'm going to have Cypher, and I'm going to make a unit of his Fallen right away. Right away. The black armored, Heresy era armored Marines. I want to see what rules are for them. I can't explain to you how excited I am for them. That's all I'm going to say. That's it. That's all I'm going to say. Yes. Exciting. Very, very exciting. Blippity Blip. That's a pretty sweet name.
Blippity blip.
Steve, thoughts on the new Elder models and the 3 Imperial models coming out soon? Robbie G, Cypher, and the Grey Knight.
The Grey Knight, dude.
So, I think I covered that. I cannot believe what they're doing bringing back a primary. I can't wait to read the story.
I was very surprised.
Exactly. And when I say I can't wait to read the story, what I mean is, I can't wait for Matthew to read the story and then tell me what happens. Because that's how it works right now. Matthew reads all the fluff, and then we sit down in the little cross-legged kindergarten style, and we listen to him retell the story. He's a good storyteller. That's how I get my fluff. Crazy 4394. Steve. Hi each MiniWarGaming member. No. If each.
There we go. Okay.
Try this again. If each MiniWarGaming member could be in a unit of the 40k units in the universe, who would they be? Also, where do you take over?
Okay. If each MiniWarGaming member could be in a unit in the 40k universe, who would they be? Also, where do you think High Marshal Helbrick
Yeah.
of the BT falls in the power levels of characters?
Okay, so I don't know much about. I know the model, and it's a pretty cool model. I haven't read his fluff, so I cannot answer that. However, what would everybody be in a unit? Okay, so let's start from the back office. Well, we'll start from the outer office and work our way back. So out there we have. Okay, Kurt. You don't know him. I don't think he's ever been on camera. He'd be a lineman, just Marine holding the gun. Let's move back in. Who's next? We have Lee. He would be the tech marine. He'd be fixing everybody's stuff. He's
yeah.
always fixing everybody's stuff.
I'd say so. He's super good at that too.
Then from there we're going to Josh's desk. So who would Josh be? Josh would be... Oh, I know exactly.
Imagine some unit that just sits in the corner and laughs the entire game.
The whole time.
What unit does that? What do you...
No, is there a unit a unit that doesn't do anything?
And then they just sit there and laugh the entire time. It's like that character.
Also, what?
I was gonna say just like a player in a D&D group that just kind of sits there and just laughs at the failures of the group the entire time.
That would be Josh's role. Also, the bosses would forget he exists.
What about in 40K though? What would he be?
He would be.
What's something you forget about all the time? It's like, oh, I forgot to do this, or
scouts or outflankers. It's usually oh, they forgot to come in, but they're just off the side laughing at everybody. Yeah. So that would be Josh. And then Dave, I guess he'd be like a sergeant telling people what to do. From there, we're moving this way, so we're at Justin's desk. So Justin would be, if he can hear me right now, because he's right behind that wall, he would be the servo skull, kind of like overseeing everything.
Very quiet in his process.
Very quiet.
Very quiet.
Relaying appropriate information to where it needs to be. Very important, man. You guys have no idea. Next, we got Rob.
Ooh.
I guess he'd be kind of like another type of artificer, but he's also really old. So he'd be like a stern guard, but he's also so old I don't think he can fight anymore. Yeah.
He's got that nice beard now too.
He does have that nice beard. He'd probably be a space wolf.
Oh, I'd be a space
wolf.
Like
a long fang. Like a long fang with really low weapon skill and really low toughness. And probably really low strength. Can you have like negative numbers in 40K?
No.
No.
We'll give him strength tough as
one. Then.
He'd be a great long beard.
Yeah, he'd be a long beard. He's really long right now. Then we got Chris, who will be a stern guard. He always says he'd be a stern guard. He's been here among the longest of us. He's a grizzled old veteran, a little grumbly, but he smiles when he has to. Does the job. Tells you why he did it wrong.
That's right. Yeah, stern guard. Yeah.
Matthew would be a librarian, reading all the books, casting little psychic powers. And who's left? Me and Quirk. Quirk. Oh. He'd be the Marine who calls in sick every other day.
Oh.
This didn't show up for battle. He called in sick today. And 2 days before. And then 2 days before that, he called him sick. He'd be like the unreliable, but yet always there.
The unreliable, that's always there.
As soon as the fight's over, like, I would cheer the whole time.
Oh, that kind of always there.
Yeah,
that kind of always there. Right.
And maybe he'd be a Vanguard veteran, because there's one model that looks like him with a thin face and he has the mohawk. There's a head. And who would I be? I don't think they have a model representing me.
Okay, yeah, here we go.
I think...
Classic moment incoming.
See, I already know what Luka thinks, but I'm going to do the exact... I would actually be a cook in the backfield feeding everybody.
Yeah, that's
because I am not a warrior. I would run and cry.
I think the last time I seen Steve cook something, he meant to bring hamburgers into work, but he forgot the buns, so he just ate the patties.
I ordered a pizza instead. Why? What kind of thought were you, or comment you?
It was going to be a long, prolonged story about how they can't possibly make a model
as awesome as me.
It'd be impossible to make a model.
I don't know if it comes off on camera, but far and away, I am the most arrogant person in this office. Would you agree?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm awesome at being arrogant. I'm probably
he's pretty good at being. He's probably the best at being arrogant.
But
he's pretty good at it. He's pretty good at it.
It's pretty amazing.
You should see his office right now. Oh, it's just set up perfectly for him. It's just ridiculous.
Quirk is like my secretary now.
Yeah, it's a desk in the corner. He just looks so important the second you walk into the room.
And you can't see what's on my monitor, but it's always cartoons.
It's just something.
It's just cartoons. I'm not doing anything important. I'm watching X-Men cartoons. What's next?
I think that leaves everyone. Yeah, that's everyone.
We're about halfway through. Where do we go? Okay. Toby Gaunt 89 at Steve. Hey Steve, I had a question and an idea for you. What would you personally like to add to Age of Sigmar in order to expand the game and allow more players to join the game as a whole? You know what?
Oh, that's a tough question.
It is a tough question, but here's the thing. I don't think I have an idea. I think they're doing a fantastic job of getting new players in.
No. I can hook friends in so easily.
Yeah.
Oh, easy.
I can talk about... What?
30 minutes to teach them the game.
Yeah, you're right. So I can talk about ideas I would have. I would change this or do this, but I don't know if it'd be right or not. I would actually, if for some reason I was always just all of a sudden in charge, like I'm not touching it.
Yeah.
It's working fine. Let's see the guys who are working on it, where they go with it, because it's working fine to get people in the game. They're doing a good job. So I would not know how to do it better. For me, I would like to see an added side deck element. I've heard this idea from others before.
Yeah.
That gives limited effects to units, magic casters, and objective secured style bonuses throughout the game, making Age of Sigmar 1 part miniatures game and 1 part card game. Games Workshop could release a box set with the rule that, like all factions may use, while also giving each faction a set of unique cards that can be mixed and matched with the cards from the rulebook set. So that's changing the core of the game. This is a miniatures game. I'm not saying you're wrong. I just, if I want to play a card game, and I like playing card games, we're going to play some Magic after this. Or even Star Wars Destiny. I don't like to mix them, but I'm sure plenty out there would. This way you get added bonus to each army while removing the math hammer element of the game, because you never know which card you will draw until you've actually drawn it. Sorry for the long post, but happy Wargaming, best wishes. Yeah, see, I like the math hammer part. I like to sit there and be like, okay, this unit can move this many inches and shoot this many inches. I'm going to make sure I am outside of that range.
That's just something I'm so used to now, right?
Right.
That's
This becomes part of the game.
appreciate the part of the game here, yeah.
Yeah, I like that part of it. I really like that part of the game. It adds a lot of tactics to it. I love Fantasy. Back in 5th edition of Fantasy, you had Magic cards. I didn't really like it that much. I loved it when they switched to the die system.
I never played that.
Yeah, the game was way different, but the same.
You drew the top card and you had to cast that card.
It's been so, it's, I'll say this. I like the separation of card and miniatures. However, not everybody does, and yeah, I disagree with you, but I don't think you're wrong. That's the best way I can say it.
I would try it. I would definitely try it.
Yeah, that's the thing too, because you never know. Somebody could write it, I could try it, like, oh, this is amazing. Why didn't I think of this myself? Sergios. Hi, Steve. Steve, to see you play Iron Warriors is one of my faves. You always play fluffy and not broken lists, but I'd like to see you play a list of CAD to show the power of your Iron Warriors. If you use a heavy Typhon, it could be chaotic fluffy. My Typhon is currently, I'll talk about that in a moment. Keep up the work. P.S. Would like to see Hansu in the future 40k releases and which rules on him. Okay, so, I'll get to all that. I just finished painting 6 Obliterators for my Iron Warriors.
Yep.
So I will be playing them in CAD very, very soon. I was trying to play, we were just playing around with the formations just to show them off to everybody.
Yeah.
But I actually love CAD. I love CAD a lot. So even though their warband is actually pretty balanced, I will be playing them CAD in the near future for sure, especially with all the Acadia stuff. My Typhon, I dropped a piece of the track, and I rolled my chair back to find it, and I heard the crunch. So I brought it downstairs to lead my lead. I crushed this, and he fixed it up spectacularly.
Oh, nice.
So he made new parts for it.
Was that the piece you were trying to pin?
No. I'll show you in a minute. But like the side of the rivet came, you could not tell that half of this track is not plasticard. He did such an amazing job. He's so good. That's why I call him a Tech Marine. So that'll get done soon. So there will be one soon. Was there a third part to your question? Oh, Hansu. Yeah, I would love to see him. I would love to see the model looks for him. He's just a character in the novels for Iron Warriors. I don't know what rules he would have, but I would love to see his possessed buddy and his Multigun buddy and his demon dreadnought Hellbrute buddy. Whatever. I would love to see all that kind of stuff. I don't think I'll ever will, but yeah, it'd be really cool if we saw stuff from him. Steve, Mini Wargaming needs a big fishy sigh.
Flashy sigh.
It says fishy.
Oh, it does say fishy?
This is flashy.
This is big flashy
Let's do this.
sign.
Flashy sigh.
He meant sign.
I think so.
Yeah.
With lights and arrows to use when the 6s are 1s and the 1s are 6s card comes up. Okay, so you're talking about the, have you done it all yet? Empiric Storms of Acadia?
I have not actually.
Oh, it's so much fun.
I've only played the first book Acadia stuff so far with Celestine and all that, yeah.
There's a bunch of, one of the cards is all 1s count as 6s and all 6s count as 1s.
Oh.
And it is, you would think it's pretty simple to keep track of, but as you roll dice,
that'd be hard to keep track of.
It's impossible. It was breaking my brain, but it was so much fun.
That'd be hard.
Ouch, hours of time. We're good. We can go longer. Hey, Steve, I've been watching a few Triumph and Treachery games and had a couple of thoughts. One, since MiniWarGaming does does seem to have more people playing fantasy as regulars and more armies. Do you think it would be possible to get a 6-man Triumph of Treachery going?
I'd play that.
I would play it in a heartbeat, but I don't think we'd ever do it.
Why?
Because you know how hard that would be to, like, I would...
You need Cullen in.
Okay, so...
You had to convince Matt to play, maybe.
let's say in the summer when Cullen's back. So me, you, and Cullen. I can get Owen in for sure, so there's 4. Then I have to get permission to use 2 more paid employees, Quirk and Josh, all for 1 game. And Matthew, like, he'd probably say yes. So it's not outside the realm of possibility, but...
It's a long day.
We have to... It is a long day. You know how long... That would take all... That would take
we
like
need to
10
move the
hours.
couch in here. We need to move the couch in
Yep,
here.
yep. So here's the thing. It would have to have a day when you and Cullen are free. Possible. Actually, Cullen will be a paid employee by then. So it'll be 4 paid employees. It'll be 4 times the cost for that 1 video. So you and Cullen and me one day, that can happen. Getting Owen on the same day as well, it could take some pre-planning. We could probably make that happen. And then 2 more employees, it would be hard. I'm not saying no, but I wouldn't hold your breath. But yeah, that would be so
I'd
cool.
play that. I'd play that.
That would be so cool. Would you be open to filming one with custom rules, particularly getting rid of the declared enemy rule? That way you can have... that way comments can be with multiple armies fighting at once. I don't know. I like the fact that that's a huge part of the game. Picking your enemy and dividing up combats. But you never know. I like trying
Maybe you could try it.
house rules of everything. Love the content and thanks. Well, thank you. Also, PS2 at... at Tabletop Banter. I suffer from depression. Hang in there, buddy. Gaza 228.
Nada.
Has he got like a hidden...
It's like writing in invisible ink. You need to have a...
No.
Love it.
Steve Duelist. Hi, Steve. Do you think Cypher is loyal or a traitor to the Emperor?
Oh.
You know what? Here's what I know for sure.
What do you know for sure?
It doesn't matter what I think.
There we go.
Because I think there's evidence... Sorry, no. Let me rephrase this. I think there's arguments for both. And a third possibility as well. However, it doesn't matter anymore because literally in like 3 weeks, 4 weeks, we will probably know. And the fact is working with Gilliman suggests is probably on the side for good. So, okay. So I know. Try not to. Okay. So
now we're getting Steve's thoughts.
The new model has a very large sword in his back. Now the old model had a smaller sword. He carried a sword with him, but he never drew it out in combat.
Okay.
That's part of the fluff of this model. For years, the thought was, okay, either he's got the lion sword, and he's trying to return to the Emperor for redemption, or he's got Luther's sword, and he's trying to go to the Emperor and kill him. And he would appear closer and closer to the Emperor as the years went on. Like here's Terra, he'd appear over here, and then years later he'd appear over here, and then over here. He'd get closer to the Emperor as he appeared. Then there were some stories that they basically put the Luther's blade in a temple, and that's now, I think the blade is canon now, so it's not the Luther's blade. And the fact that it's so massive on Cypher's back on the new model,
sword,
it's a Primarch blade. So I think we can reasonably believe it is the Sword of the Lion. But still these 2 possibilities. Is he trying to bring it to the Emperor for redemption? Does he not need redemption? Is a third reason altogether why he's doing it? Or is it actually the Lion Sword and he's using it to destroy the Emperor's soul because there was some theory that the lion was able to destroy your soul when he killed you? Was it him doing it, or was his sword destroying the soul? So there was all that. There's more, and I could be misinterpreting it. There's so much. Ignore everything I said because we're gonna know. We're gonna know in 3 weeks. There's so much argument and evidences for both sides, all 3 sides. So I don't know. We're gonna know. We're gonna know soon.
I know. Hang on.
We'll leave it at that.
Black Knight Games is RU day and night.
Really?
Dark Angel's loyal. Dark Angel's traitor.
Okay. Here's what I personally believe. As of the day I'm saying this, there's enough evidence to believe that in my opinion, they're not super loyalist. They're more concerned with their own honor and hunting the fallen than they are with being
for the Imperium.
For the Imperium.
Yeah.
That and the fact that they're rumored to be at Legion strength. If they were true loyal, they'd break up into chapters like they were told to.
Yeah.
But are they chaotic? Not at all. They're not Chaos Marines. I don't believe that at all. I do believe...
More true neutral.
Yeah. The Lion is portrayed very loyal in the novels for the Horse Heresy.
Yeah.
But I guess we're gonna learn more. So this is all new right now. We're gonna learn soon. Doesn't matter what I believe.
We'll finally learn.
Yeah, I can be way off, or they can retcon it and change it and do it all together.
Right.
Where are you off? Oh, okay. Commissar Stokes at Steve. Hi, Steve. Have you seen the pictures of the new Tyrant Siege Terminator? No, they're not. Have you seen the new pictures for Tyrant Siege Terminators coming out in Forge World? If so, what do you think? Also, would you pick them up? I will get actually upset if they do.
Because
you know the story of my Tyrant Siege Terminators?
Yeah, the boxes and
yeah. My 5-man Tyrant Siege Terminator squad cost me $180 because I bought 5 cataphractic Terminators like the week before they announced the release of Kelth.
Yeah,
the miniatures were in Kelth. I didn't know they were plastic.
This was a while ago. Yeah.
And then I bought the Dreadnought Havoc launchers.
Just to put
and then modified them at $18 a piece.
Yep.
And cut them down. So if they come out, I'll buy them and I'll paint them. And I'll take the 5 that I have
and always use that.
And I'll sell them to somebody else.
Oh, these are Steve's at MiniWarGaming. Yeah.
At probably a huge loss. Or I'll keep them and have a 10-minute squad. Ooh, 10-minute squad. Ooh.
See, I mean, you paid so much for them, but you've had them for how long now? Like over a year?
Yeah, they had their use, I guess.
So
I do not. Okay, are you messing with me? I have to. I'm gonna go look this up later.
I'll try to.
Trust me, I won't need a reminder.
I have terrible memory.
Ice Bruin. Hey, Steve. What are the chances of us seeing you dance anytime? Oh, anytime you win a match. Anytime I win a match.
Well,
I always dance.
He would need to be so far behind, like losing turn 1, and then he's just staying in it for a good sport, and then somehow he wins at the end. And then he would dance.
But I always dance, Luka. Usually behind.
Remember at the beginning of the video when he was just like, "That's not really dance. That's more wiggling. He's just wiggling."
That's how fat white guys dance.
He's wiggling.
That's how I dance.
But when he's winning at a game and something great happens, you won't see it on camera, but the whole time he's just like, "Oh, what are you gonna do?"
What you gonna do, Luka? It don't matter what you can do because I got you.
He's so bad. But he never dances, he wiggles.
I wiggle. Dorn Jr. At Steve, Tikali and the other old ones are still waiting for a sacrifice and or rematch of Seraphim versus Quirk's Iron Jaws. After that's sad. Distracted last match. That was reminiscent of a pie eating competition I saw recently somewhere. Lord Coke repays. Yeah, a rematch. Yeah, we both did terrible in that game. Yeah, I think we already did the rematch. I think we already filmed it. It might be coming out soon. P.S. Age of Sigmar accessory question. I just bought a combat gauge and noticed Gwyn's, or yours, it's Gwyn's. I only remember seeing it when you two played. It doesn't have the necklace part on. If she's nearby, she's not actually in the building today. Can you ask if she figured out how to slip it off, or did she just cut it permanently? I don't know if she has a public email to ask her directly. Thanks, I love what you do.
I think I've seen that in the lunchroom.
No, that's a different one.
Oh.
I can ask her next time she's in, and I don't think Gwyn has a MiniWarGaming email. In which case, why doesn't she have a MiniWarGaming email? Next time she's down,
as long as she could.
Yeah. Next time she's down, I'll ask her. But I think she comes in on Tuesdays, I think.
I've seen her on Wednesdays.
Is it Wednesday?
Times.
Okay, I don't know.
Well, not today, but...
So I'll ask her next time she's down, but I don't think I can give you an answer. So the best thing to do is just email support@miniwargaming.com, and if she has a company email, support will email her or forward it to her. And if not, they'll ask her and send you a reply. Hey, where did we go? Arnathos at Steve. I usually tend to shy away from tricksy elder tactics like running and hiding. No, you never do that. You always run and hide.
See, I like this guy. Look at that next sentence. Play full-on assault lists. See, with a lot of land raiders.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought he was saying he likes to play Eldar lists that are full-on assaulty lists with land raiders. I'm like, I like this guy.
Well,
I also like this guy though with the land. I love fighting Space Marines. Or Space Marine lists that just land raiders in my face. Grey Knights especially. Oh.
Vroom. Yep.
Come right at me. I love that so much.
To my disappointment, I found out that I have a much better chance of success when I Steve it up with those lists. Okay, we'll get back to that. What does it mean by steam it up? Is that
Steam it up.
thing?
You 100% know what that means.
Planning for the objectives and running away from things that can hurt my landers and only pushing out units inside when I really need to. Doing this, I usually manage to pull a decent win and give powerless a run for their money. Of course. The problem is, it doesn't really feel right. Terminators and Chaos Marines should be cracking skulls, not hiding in the transports. How do you live with yourself? Yeah. How do you live with yourselves having used these cowardly tactics for so long? Is a cowardly win really that much of a win? Keep up the good work, and emotionally confused follower of the Dark Gods.
Emotionally confused.
We're gonna finish off the show with just this question. So, I think I still have the reputation of a power gamer.
Maybe he's not so bad.
Well, the thing is, okay. For fantasy, I make everything. I make all comers lists always.
No, like
I can always do way cheesier stuff. I just don't.
I'd say like the MiniWarGaming employees in general, they're all great when making lists. Unless you ask them to make a power list, they won't. Yeah,
well, because the thing is if we make a really truly cheesy list, which we're all capable of doing,
it's just a coincidence mostly.
You'll end up getting one-sided battle reports, which are no fun for anybody to watch.
Yeah.
And people get upset with the comments, so try not to do it. Now, no matter what, some people call you a power gamer for one reason or another. Your list is too strong.
Something they personally don't like, right?
So one struggle I do have with no matter what, I make a list at this power level right here. This would make my list. But if you're a new guest here and I haven't seen you before, I will generally bring it down a little bit. Because I don't know how good you're at the game, how competent you're at the game. Not that I'm saying I'm amazing or anything like that. I'm just experienced.
He never says that.
Not on camera. But no, like I have a lot of experience. I play a lot of games. So, and that is a big factor. So if I don't know them, I tend to tone it down a bit. When I see their list, if their list is really strong looking, I'll bring it back up to where I normally keep it. If it's really weak looking or fluffy looking, I'll bring it down again. But I'll never go past that with somebody I haven't played before, in my opinion. I know people might disagree with me. Now, if you're a repeat guest and I know you know what you're doing, you know the rules, you know how to play, you have the models, I know how high to go to. And I try to give my opponents a challenge. I know if they can play here, I will play right around here. Sometimes I'll put it just above them or as much as you can gauge the stuff.
Within reason, right?
Yeah. I try to go off my guess. It's hard to do when you don't know a person, when they're the first timers. But I mean, I think you've seen some of my lists where I've said even in the intro, like, hey, this is meant to be cheesy. I know this is cheesy. My opponent knows about it beforehand. Also, they're very competent and know how to handle it. So, I don't know. I think, trust me, there's a lot worse things we can do.
Oh yeah, so bad.
Now, to get to the running and hiding and stuff, but
when's the last time you played Eldar?
I haven't played them in I played them against Tau once when the Tau
on
came
request.
out.
Yeah.
And then I barely played Eldar. You'll see me play Eldar, Craftful Eldar soon. I will, as the Inari. But I haven't played Eldar forever. I don't really play them because they're just too powerful. I like playing my Dark Eldar because they're...
We can play Eldar in a not powerful way. You can just bring a bunch of Dire Avengers and strike.
Dire Avengers are so good.
I know, but they're not 30 jet bikes good.
Well, Dire Avengers are amazing though. But that's the thing. If I'm pretty good at measuring how far away I need to be so you can't hit me, it's that much harder when you're playing Eldar. So Eldar lists, if you played even an average list, played well, or played competently, still seems really overpowered.
I have one friend who plays Eldar. He's just got all the aspects, little min squads, maybe max squads, pretty much all the aspects he likes to bring in. It's just I have a lot of fun playing against that list, and they're all on foot. They're nothing.
And some people do. Yeah. Some people do, but I mean, I have enough models to do anything I want with Eldar.
I think I do have a personal hate for the generic Eldar list you always come across, right?
What is it?
The double CAD. Usually 2 Farseers, double Wraith, double Wraith Knight, double Farseer, as many jet bikes as they have. So
here's a very differing thing here because almost 100% of my gaming is done in studio. You guys have seen, this is no lie, damn near 100% of my games I've ever played in my entire life.
Yeah, he only plays in studio.
I only play in studio. When I first started playing, my first episode of Fate of Fayoum, 3 years ago, was my third game of 40k ever. In my in that edition. I played when I was way younger, a little bit. But you've seen my entire progression from a newbie to where I am now on camera. I don't play off camera because I don't find it fun anymore. And I love the game. Don't get me wrong, I love the game. Every time I play off camera, I think I should hold the camera and record this. So you guys see 100% of my games. So I very rarely, I never see what the people in stores are playing at the local hobby shops. Now you do. You play a lot at Black Knight Games in Hamilton.
Yep.
And you see that a lot, do you?
Right now it's a lot of town, a lot of war convocation.
Yeah, I would expect that too.
Yeah, a lot of that.
probably
The Eldar are out of favor right now because of all the, what are those guns called? Sorry, it's on top of my tongue. Grav, boom.
Yeah, Grav's pretty.
Grav taking out the Wraith Knights super easy, right? So there's not a lot of people playing Eldar. A lot of Tau can deal with Wraith Knights easy. Storm Surges, a lot of Storm Surges. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
There's a lot of opponents there too that are just playing fun lists. Like, there's like 3 or 4 guys who just bring crazy fun orc lists all the time.
Yeah. And every now and then, and this is a question. Well, if someone comes in and is a little aggressive in the mocking of my power gaming,
like physically comes here.
Yeah.
Huh.
And they've already
step into your home.
Yeah. And it's usually in good fun. They're not coming to be jerks about it. You'll see me play up against that person as well. If someone's going to come in and call me a cheesy player or mock me in that kind of way, I will also bring it up. Because if I'm not going to play down here if you're and kind of mocking me that I always play up here, well then if I'm going to get the flack for it,
you might as well do it.
I'm going to do it, right? But I never bring it past this angle. I'll never bring it up here. I just keep it right here. Never bring it here. I sound so arrogant right now, don't I?
No, it's fine. I always I don't. It's a bad habit, but I like to power game a lot.
Yeah, I've never done the thing you did with the Lich Guard.
Oh, it's so strong. I love it so much. It's so good.
So not good.
Do you know how frustrating that is?
I've never done that, and I never will do that.
It's so good. Oh man, whatever. Like.
Well, okay, we were just sitting on lunch
Tuesday,
today.
Every Tuesday.
And we were
every Tuesday I play it.
Every Tuesday. Do you really? Do you get people want to play against you?
Oh, I don't know. You go to Black Knight Games.
People like, I'll play Luka. He's gonna bring that.
No, like Mike, one of the managers there. Every time I come by, he'll walk up. He's like, "So you doing the Lich Guard thing?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Yeah."
So it's like the 3-up invulnerable save unit, rerolling ones.
Rerolling all failed saving throws of 1.
Yeah. And
you throw
4-up reanimation, rerolling ones, and then
they're toughness 5 bodies.
Oberon Vargard.
He's got 2-up armor save, yeah.
To teleport around.
Yeah, and then if you want to, if for whatever reason the unit you're fighting against is AP3, you just throw him up and take all the 2-up rerollable saves, right? And yeah, deep striking around.
Don't get me wrong,
and you can bring that in a CAD too. You can bring that in a CAD, and it's just the same.
Well, it's not. You only get the it's Orphan is the 4.
But if you bring it into Kyrian, they always have a 4-up other than destroy. Because even if it's strength 10, the reanimation is technically a 3-up, but you can only ever take a 4-up.
I would never do it.
It's expensive though, very expensive.
I would never do it. Okay, we were sitting and we were looking at a list that was brought in the last, I think, of the LVO.
Oh yeah, that's a massive all-comers list though.
Yeah, like I would never. Again, people are watching like, oh, Steve, don't say you're not cheesy. You are. To some people's metas, I am terribly cheesy. But trust me when I say there's worse out there.
Oh, yeah.
I could do even more terrible things. I'm not trying to brag. I'm saying there are worse things that can be done.
Yeah, you'll see some cheesy. Like
I would like to believe
1 unit from this book, 2 units from that book, a unit from this book, a unit from that book, and then your 1850 list is from 8 different books.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, that's it.
That's
Leave
a lot
it there.
of math in that one. Yeah.
Do we have enough questions to go on? We do. So we're going to go in the vault right now, another 30 minutes or so, maybe less because there's not that many questions left, but it's in the vault right now. Now, remember though, you gotta leave your questions next week for Matthew on this video. I think I forgot to say it at the beginning, it's Matthew next week on this video on MiniWarGaming.com on the webpage. Look for this video on the webpage if you don't go there regularly. Leave comments for Matthew there, and we're in the vault right now for another 30 minutes. Now, if you're not already a vault member, you can watch Luke and I talk for another 20, 30 minutes about questions.
I love listening to myself talk.
Right? Isn't it the best?
It is really good.
You don't understand. I'm going to watch this video.
I probably will too.
I will get mad and slam my fist on the table when that fat guy on the right keeps saying stupid things. Like, what's he doing? Oh, that's me.
I thought he was talking about me.
You need exercise.
Here comes the cough.
Yeah, I'll disagree with myself. It's like, what are you saying, Steve? That was a dumb answer.
Oh yeah, I mean, so was I. I'm like,
but
wow.
just listening to my voice, this is like, I use this to fall asleep at night
I don't.
because I just like my voice.
I do like to watch my own battle reports though.
Yeah, so do I. I only watch mine.
Do you really? You don't?
No.
You don't watch anybody else's?
I like to watch mine.
I like to watch mine too.
I'm very vain.
Though I do like to watch everyone else. I do like World War Wars. I mostly just watch World War Wars.
You watch the older wars that you're in? Even
Oh yeah, of
when
course.
you're-
I just go through the list, right?
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right, close the vault. Later, guys.